How much money do you have to make to afford a median house here in San Diego? A new study has alarming figures.
College area neighbors brace for an influx of students and loud parties ahead of the fall semester at San Diego State.
A city boil advisory in effect for Tierra Santa. We show you how residents are getting water today.
Giant spiders crawling through neighborhood streets in Poway. Hear from neighbors coming up.
And meet the San Diegan who set the world record for doing the twist for 4.5 days.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
People living in the college area are bracing for an influx of students and loud parties as the fall semester is set to start at San Diego State. Good evening, I'm Jessica Pagan in for Carlo.
I'm Marcella Lee. As CBS 8's David Gottfredson reports, neighbors say the university should be responsible for the conduct of its students, even if the parties are held off campus.
When I went to San Diego State, there were parties. There were not 300 people at a party.
SDSU neighbor Susan Hobbs Tatum grew up in the college area. She graduated from San Diego State, and she knows all too well what happens at the beginning of the school year. It's party time.
Thousands of students walking the streets, very few police officers, no SDSU presence, and it's just concerning.
This video is from last year when off-campus student parties got out of control.
We have students that are urinating and defecating in neighbors' yards. The noise is off the charts. The people are in the streets. There's broken glass. And SDSU says it's not their jurisdiction.
Off-campus parties fall under the jurisdiction of the San Diego Police Department, but neighbors say the university needs to take some responsibility.
Their code of conduct that they have students sign specifically states surrounding neighborhoods as being part of the area that they need to maintain appropriate code of conduct, and that's not happening.
The current shortage of San Diego police officers has exacerbated the problem.
When San Diego State students return to campus, that's like dropping 25,000 young adults into a community, yet the police staffing stays exactly the same.
Last year, SDPD did increase patrols in the college area in response to wild parties and underage drinking. Neighbors are hoping for more police support this year, too.
Right now, students know that police are outnumbered. It's basically a free-for-all.
Classes begin in less than 2 weeks here at San Diego State. If you're having problems with off-campus parties, shoot some video and send it our way because we're working to keep track of what's going on in the college area. David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
CBS 8 reached out to both San Diego State and San Diego Police, but we've not heard back yet from either. The University Police Department told us SDPD has policing authority for the college area.
Home ownership is becoming more out of reach tonight for many San Diegans.
The median price for a home in San Diego County is up. CBS 8's Steve Price has more on that and what you have to make to afford to buy a home here.
You already know that houses across the county are expensive, but a new study shows just how out of reach homes are here. And a local economist says that study doesn't even take a key factor into consideration that makes things even worse.
This is an outstanding view.
People call this a $1 million view, but they're actually still off by more than $1 million.
You got your gas stove here.
Realtor Frank Powell toured us through a home he's selling in Bay Park. It's a nice house, and it's also one very few San Diegans can actually afford.
We haven't seen a big slump in the market like people are anticipating.
According to Visual Capitalist, San Diego is the third most expensive city when it comes to purchasing a home. With a median price of $905,000, you need a household income of $166,828 to afford it.
Not a lot of people are going to be in that category, even if they have two incomes then in their households.
USD economics professor Alan Ginn says the median household income in San Diego is around $83,000, less than half of what you'd need to own the median priced house. San Jose topped the list. San Francisco came in second. But Ginn says homeownership in those cities is actually more affordable than San Diego.
While we may be third in terms of the prices of houses, our income levels here tend to be lower than, say, in the Bay Area or Silicon Valley.
So how do you make housing more affordable in San Diego? Both Jen and Frank say it's 3 simple words.
Build, build, build if we want to solve this, because as long as there's no supply and there's an increased demand like any other product on the market, it's going to continually go up.
Some people believe rising interest rates will force housing prices down, but Jen doubts they will drop a lot because remember those Bay Area people making all that money? Well, we're a bargain and a better place to live.
Even if housing prices fall here in San Diego, that means it's going to make it more affordable. That means even more people will want to move out here.
By the way, that study found Pittsburgh was the most affordable city with a median home price of $185,700, and you would only need a household income of $42,858 to afford it. Steve Price, CBS 8.
Thanks, Steve. San Diego police need your help tonight finding a man they say continues to damage a business in Normal Heights. Police say All County Fire on Adams Avenue has been targeted 5 times by the same person since last September. Damages range from broken windows to paint thinner sprayed on company vehicles and exterior walls. Now, the man, you see his picture right here. Pretty clear photos of him. He's described as 50 to 60 years old, 5'9" to 5'11", with a thin build and white hair. He appears to have a hunched back when he walks. He drives a champagne-colored Toyota Prius. Anyone with information about who this man could be should call police or Crime Stoppers. You can remain anonymous and be eligible for a reward by calling 888-580-8477 Crime Stoppers. County supervisors have ratified a state of emergency on monkeypox. This follows a state declaration last week and must be ratified by county leaders every 30 days as needed. 98 cases here in the county were reported on Sunday. While a disproportionate number of cases have been men who identify as gay or bisexual, health officials are reminding people that the virus isn't isolated to any one group. They say the risk to the general public remains very low. Since late May, the county has received nearly 4,700 doses of the monkeypox vaccine. More than 3,200 have been distributed. More than 2,200 have been administered.
The Trump-era policy requiring asylum seekers to wait in Mexico for hearings on their immigration status is suspended. The move to scrap the Remain in Mexico policy comes after the Supreme Court ruled in favor of President Biden's efforts to terminate it. The announcement was made yesterday, more than a year after the Biden administration first moved to suspend it. The policy was launched in 2019 under former President Donald Trump. It pushed asylum seekers back to Mexico to await a resolution on their U.S. immigration status. Right now, people in Tierra Santa are under a boil water order for the second day due to a water main break. About 600 San Diegans are impacted, mainly those living near Mission Trails Regional Park. CBS 8's Heather Hogue caught up with people today picking up bottled water.
With that boil advisory in place, residents have been stopping by the Tierra Santa Rec Center all day to pick up their 24-pack of free water placed inside their vehicle, no questions asked.
So I have my Kirkland.
Finishing up her 5-mile walk, Tierra Santa resident Ellen Scott keeps a tight grip on her plastic water bottle after her husband told her this morning about the boil advisory.
It's very concerning because I don't know how long it hasn't been safe.
The city of San Diego says a water transmission line broke near Governor Drive on Saturday, causing pressure fluctuations and prompting a boil water notice for 600 residents in Tierra Santa.
We made coffee, he boiled the water, and I've only been drinking bottled water.
For the next 4 days, impacted residents have to boil their drinking water to kill possible bacteria. The city says it has not been determined if the water is contaminated. Armando Garcia is upset his shower water is now brackish and slimy.
We pay taxes, so we expect to have a nice continuity of services provided. So that's alarming in that there's that break.
Cars have rolled up one by one to pick up free bottled water at the Tierra Santa Rec Center. It's a 24-hour pickup where a security guard will be by the water after 7 p.m. There are also 2 water wagons available on Corte Playa Catalina and Seda Drive for residents to get water for drinking or cooking.
It's a pain, but what choice do we have?
Ted Lon is using bottled water to brush his teeth. He says this 24-pack will have to last him the week.
I have company coming, so just got to try to use less water.
City leaders hope the water main issue is resolved soon. We caught up with Councilmember Raul Campillo last night, who told us there are several steps needed to fix the problem.
We're looking at a Friday timeline because they do have to chlorinate the water, retest it, and repressurize that pipe, and it takes several days to get through that.
And even though the community of Tierra Santa is primarily impacted, other communities are also being asked to reduce their water usage, including Claremont, Bay Park, Linda Vista, and Kearney Mesa, until water pressure is restored. Heather Hope, CBS 8.
The city of San Diego is introducing a new program to help low-income families get solar panels. The San Diego Solar Equity Program aims to provide clean energy to communities that historically have had less access to it. It could cover all installation costs and up to $3,500 to prepare homes for panels. Homeowners in the 4th, 8th, and 9th districts may qualify, and some in the 7th district. Head to CBS8.com to learn how you can apply.
Tonight, a long-awaited traffic signal is finally up in University City. It's at the intersection of Governor Drive and Lakewood Street, next to University Gardens Neighborhood Park. There it is. Still dark, but the signal will be fully operational by next month. It was initially approved way back in 2010, but because of funding challenges, the design didn't begin until 2019.